It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He gets that complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it. At this level, Mike, you just can't.
3rd down. Throw left side. That's Johnson.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. It's Joe Flacco.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Flacco. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Bills' first down.
Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Flacco to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and you're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. The Texans offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Nix. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a 1st down. Now a handoff. Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down for Houston. Throwing, Nix. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They try and run for the first down with Jones. And I don't know, I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Bills offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. On second down, a run with White. Oh, he coughs up the football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to have the Bills first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. Third down coming up.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Here's Flacco. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. Here, the ball is thrown short. The idea is get the ball in the hands of your playmaker and let him pick up the rest with his feet. But you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And he's going to have the Bills' first down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. They run with White, and he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. Look him up on a second down and 8. Here's Flacco to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. Hardy's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is going to be taken. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now a give up the middle. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
To throw is Flacco. And forget the pylon. He's not even close. He's going to be run out back at the 4.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Jones. Yeah. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Big snap on 1st and 10. That's the big tight end, Pharaoh Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll throw. It's Nix. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there it's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Nix to throw. They're called in at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Texans will go up by 7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Olave is the motion man. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Receiver in motion, going right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
What I loved about this play, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker before the ball was snapped. We see so often they get antsy. They start tipping the blitz, and then the offensive line and the running back is able to pick them up. But in this case, it didn't look before the snap like he was going to come. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounted for him, and he records the sack.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will cut the lead down to 4.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Nix. He's going to have the first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin with the early game across the Atlantic at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. Josh Allen, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio, to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
That's Dobbs, open left side. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's going to have the Bills, and he is going to have the Chargers.
A little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Finding room at midfield. He's inside the 25. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards. So the big play gets him down close, and now it's first and goal. They'll run with White, and he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
Pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll run with Gibbs. Oh, a loose football.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Nix, now to throw it here up. Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
So after giving up the lead with that safety, we're also going to give up the football. It's a free kick from the 20. Now an opening past the 30. The Bills offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's first and 10. start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Flacco. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bills first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. This one taken in by Chenault. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bills first down.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Flacco to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Throwing, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Roll.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, On the bootleg, it's Nix. This pass caught by Beauty. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll run, and he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Throw it. Nix. To the left side. It's caught by Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns?
A dive, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Texans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago, no 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll stick to the ground. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. They'll run here. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This throw left is complete with Judy. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. To throw is Nix. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On the give, it's Joe. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. To the outside, complete to Johnson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
To throw is Flacco. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain. And in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Joshua Party to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Berrios on the return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And that's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Here's Nix to throw. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that that play is the game winner.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's deep for Olave. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
We're not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Texans. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and they send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.